In the previous video, I demonstrated how to get this effect here, where you place an icon within an input field, and this is using the input field's horizontal padding. So there's 30 pixels between the edge and the text here, but then if I just put in a load of random text, the disadvantage is you end up with a not so tidy 30 pixels on the other side. So here's another way to approach it. We're going to use a group and set the group as a row, and then 100% with a fixed height of 54. Why 54? Because that's the height of the input field I'm trying to mimic. And then we have a roundness of the corners of 6, and there's our background color. And let's just check everything's working. Okay, so we're building up using a group, what appears to be an input field, but is really an input field nestled within a group. So let's add in the icon. And it's going to be the password field, so it's a lock. And we center it. And then, so I get it looking fairly similar to this version, I'm going to apply some padding to the left and the right of the container group. You see it's moved the padlock in. And then let's put in an input field. Okay, and I basically want to disguise this input field, so I'm going to get rid of a lot of the styling, including all of the conditional styling just for now. Because I want it to be able to blend in. And so then it was insert 15, there's our font color. And then get rid of the background, get rid of the borders, get rid of the border radius, get rid of the horizontal padding. And then let's adjust the size. So I remove a size constraint because I want it to fill up all the remaining space, but then I can set its height to 54 so that it just neatly fits in there. Last of all, let's add in apply to width, apply a gap spacing between the elements, so let's go for 15 again, see how that looks. Now, although it is technically the same width in, the same margin either side, I'm just going to reduce it down because it looks like there's slightly more on the right just by eyeballing it. Let's take that down to 10. There we go. That looks a bit more pleasing on the eye. Okay, and so this one is not going to fall into the same issue as the previous version, but it takes a little bit longer to build. Other things to bear in mind is that if you do need to add conditional statements, such as if the field is like an email address and you want to validate it as an email address, you'll have to apply those conditions to the group, because otherwise the styling is only going to take effect to this part of the element, which would look a little bit weird. But anyway, that is version 2 of how to place an icon within an input field.